What is up, guys? Welcome to this is episode number 2.
Wow.
Of Dad and I. Episode number 2. So, for those of you that didn't catch episode number 1, I'm Kyle, Coach Kyle, and this is my dad,
I'm Randy.
Randy Draper.
That's right.
So, Dad, remember, we're looking into that
Okay,
little thing right there.
I can do it.
So, guys, on this episode, we were just talking about the thought process behind the customer is always right.
Yeah, you hear that a lot, and people have, for years, kind of beat that into your head that customers are always right.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
Yeah, you just sat here and were saying that it's not true.
Well, in the sense that a customer is not always right. Sometimes they actually do things that weren't right. But a customer, what I was thinking was a customer should always be honored.
Yeah.
A customer, if you want to keep a customer, should always be valued. A customer should always be respected. So while we can't say they're always right, there are some things that really, if you want to be a business who has a great reputation, who has people who are going to continually be coming back and be telling people you need to go do business with those people, you kind of have to have that honor and respect and value built into your culture as it relates to your customers.
So talk us through what you just said for a minute, because I feel like in the world we live in now, everyone's like, well, I'm not going to respect that person. They don't respect me. Or why would I honor them? Because they're not honoring me, or they're just not a nice person. So I just choose to not honor them because they're not really honoring anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, speak to that mindset.
Well, and my perspective is going to always be a biblical perspective. I was raised that way. I've been that way for 61 years. So whether you believe in the Bible or not is not the issue here.
Yeah.
But the Bible has biblical principles that absolutely can be applied into our life and business.
Yeah.
And if you apply them, guess what? They work whether you believe in the Bible or not. So it's a great practical source for information. But for me, I think it comes back to the golden rule. The Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It doesn't say do unto others as they did to you. It doesn't say do unto others as you remember they did to you. It says do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So when I'm mistreated, my response, if I want to mistreat back, that's one option.
Yeah.
But that doesn't do anything for me positively. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a business owner, you're trying to be a realtor, a mortgage loan officer, you're trying to do direct sales, you have a business of any kind, you want to have a reputation for being someone that people want to do business with.
Yeah.
And so if you go by that golden rule, it's found in the book of Matthew, and I don't remember the actual reference, but do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So why would I honor a customer who doesn't deserve my honor? The reason is because if I honor them, I'm doing it because I would hope by me doing that with them, they would turn around and want to turn around and honor me as well. So that's my perspective on why I would treat a customer with value, with respect, with honor, even though maybe they've dissed me in a way that embarrassed me, hurt my feelings, made me upset or angry, did something to someone I love, whatever it might be. They're still a customer, and at the end of the day, I think they still deserve our honor and respect and our, best.
Yeah.
Now, I will say before we move on, there are times when you just go, I don't know that I want them to keep being my customer.
Sure.
And it's okay. It's okay just to move on. That is a choice. But I think my first default is always to treat them with honor, with respect, and with service that I believe they deserve.
And then I think the other angle to that is whether you want to believe you reap what you sow, or you choose to believe karma.
Right.
The result is the same.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me, how many people like get all up in arms when somebody mistreats them, and it's like, dude, I heard that conversation that you had yesterday with that person, and you were not nice.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think like I tend to kind of live in that world of I just really want to reap a ton of great stuff.
Yes.
And if I will continually put effort into sowing great things,
Yeah.
then it's only a matter of time before I get to reap great things.
Yes.
But I think we live selfish at times. Right?
Yeah, we're selfish. We're self-centered. It's all about us. That's kind of, I mean,
Yeah.
the Bible says we're made that way.
Yeah.
That's our sin nature. That's our natural nature. That's just who we are. So
Yeah.
it's not hard to act that way because that's who we are.
True. So we're going to end this video with me putting you on the spot with
Okay.
a quote that I read last night. And you may have heard it before, but it's in John Maxwell's 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth.
Okay.
And John says, we don't always get what we want, but we always get what we choose.
I would not disagree with that.
What's your first thought when you hear that?
Well, because I think what we want is, a six-figure income. What we want is a nice house, a nice car. We want a great marriage. We want great children. I mean, those are all the things we want. So we don't always get what we want, but we get what we choose. I think the choice comes down to how do I react
Yeah.
to the things that come into my life, or do I respond?
Yeah.
How do I handle those tough times that we know are surely going to come? You're either in a crisis, coming out of a crisis, or going into a crisis. That's life.
Yeah.
So how you choose to behave on a day when things are falling apart has great ramification to what I'm going to get out of this day or what I'm going to get out of the coming week. It all comes down to those choices.
That's
I
right.
totally agree with them.
It's good. John Maxwell. He's good.
John is good.
Well, Dad, thanks for jumping on here with me.
You're welcome.
And if this is your first time to watch, he doesn't usually dress better than me. I just want you to know that.
That's true too.
This was supposed to be an office day for me. I wasn't even supposed to be here. And so...
And I looked a lot worse 30
so
minutes ago, but he said, Dad, I think we're going to do a video, so I had to go get...
So I let you go shower.
Right.
While I'm still here in my t-shirt and backwards hat.
And we're just glad that video doesn't transfer smell, because sight
That's
is
right.
okay, but smell might not be so good.
And there's dogs farting all around us right now. So...
The Draper House, it happens.
Coming soon.
Right
Scratch
here.
and sniff YouTube videos.
Rottweilers, they know how to do it.
Woo! Guys, thank you for watching. Remember this. This was a question. I actually read this question this morning in a book I'm reading called Story Brand by Donald Miller. He said, the question people are asking of us, right, that we're selling to people. Mm-hmm. He said, the question that people are asking of us that they'll never say out loud, but is always in the back of their mind is, how are you going to help me win the day?
Yeah.
Like, how do you help me win the day? Right? Like, you and I were talking in the car, right? My wife's brakes are going out, so I took her car to the shop this morning, and you picked me up, right? And we were just talking about, like, how do you control the chaos? How do you actually get the things done that you want to get done? Right? It's hard.
It's very hard.
And so I
Because
thought...
of interruptions for
Right.
unexplained things that just pop up.
And so I think we, as salespeople, if we're not careful, I just walk around going, man, who do I need to sell? Like, who can I go sell my coaching to? Right? Mm-hmm. You're doing the same thing for your business, when the reality is that no one is walking around today needing what we have. What they're walking around needing is answers to problems that they're currently having.
Right.
And can we step in and provide resolution for that?
Or just a kind word.
Which is providing resolution.
Yeah, absolutely.
To some degree, right?
I love what Papaw, my dad, your Papaw,
Yeah.
his dad taught him. He said, be kind to everyone, because everybody's going through a tough time.
Yeah.
That's a great rule of thumb. Just be kind to everyone. And I'm going to tell you, when you're kind to people, it makes people want to do business with you, refer you to others. It just makes them feel like, hey, I like doing business with the Drapers because they're just kind to everyone.
Yeah, I love it. And that's what we're ending on. So we appreciate you guys watching. Tune in the future for episode number 3 at an
Next
unplanned
time,
date and time.
he will have taken a shower. I can
That's
promise
right.
you that.
That is right. See y'all later.